Happy Aloha Friday, everybody. Happy Aloha Friday to my streamers who are here. No, I'm streaming to because this is our channel. All the chat that's hanging out here. We've got probably a few dozen of our usual suspects. I just always grateful for anybody showing up when they show up. This is a Happy Aloha Friday stream. I'm Jeebs, the Key of Jeebs. Everything that I am on all those other channels is here. But this is called the Avocado Show. There's a story behind it. One day I shall tell it. Anyhow, so it is Happy Aloha Friday. We're 10 days into the new year, 2025, and things have been quite lit lately with all things around the world, figuratively and literally. But this is always going to be about music and fun and entertainment and jabbing me with my bingo card. I have a wonderful group over on Discord. If you have Discord and want to join, one of my mods will probably pop it in just a second. We have something there called a bingo card for every time that I F up, press the wrong button, forget to unmute myself, you know, toilet paper hanging from my rear of my shorts or something. I don't know. But the bingo cards there, that's kind of fun. Today, we have quite a few donos. We're going to be doing donos and wheels of cheese. So I've gotten quite a few donos in already. So it looks like I'm going to be here for a minute. I am going to be doing the donos based on the amounts that come through. But I plan on sitting here through the day until this is all done. If you decide that you don't know how long it's going to take before I get to yours and you're not down for a 3, 4, 5 hour session, don't forget you can catch, even if you don't know and you bell, I'm still going to do it, but you can catch that in a few days when I take this and chop it up and put it on the VOD channel on YouTube as well, which I'm sure the mod's going to probably pop that out really quick too. So, however, what I decided to do lately is with these big dono wheelie cheesy days, usually I do bunches of donos and wheel of cheese, but I'd like to open up with the wheel of cheese. And if you're new here, because I know there's a few people here for the first time, the wheel of cheese is where you go on that form that's pinned to the top of the chat, and it's not about donoing. You put in your name and the song you'd like. The only thing I ask, I have to stick to this no matter what, is nothing longer than 7 minutes, please. And then I spin a wheel of cheese, and if it lands on you, especially some of you noobs, for those of you who are new on the stream here, there's a special little wheel of cheese called queso fresco, which is the form knows whether or not you've been around or not for a long time, and it'll put it in that one, which is a lot less compared to queso pobre, which is our usual suspects. So, anyhow, aloha everybody. Let's listen to some music. What do you say? So let me get to some wheelie of cheesy page here. There we go, wheelie of cheesy there. That is not the correct wheel of cheese names there, so don't panic if you do not see you there. So I'm refreshing everything. We're getting a new bit of inflammation here. And I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and populate the wheel now with some queso fresco. Look at that. You see, just a handful of peoples. Is that super cool, Beans? Just a handful of peoples. All right, guys. Are we ready to spin? Here we go. And Tom RPG2. All righty. I got to figure out how to make that a little louder. The output of that so we can hear the clapping and stuff. That would be fun. Okie dokie. So this is let's see what Tom RPG2 wants. Oops, sorry, greasy mistake there. All right, Tom would like us to listen to, oh, I scooted right past it. This is a game, Venus and Braves. I don't think I've done anything from Venus and Braves. Let's see what we have here. So this doesn't have any information on what this is, but this is from a video game apparently, and this is for Tom RPG2. Thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out and playing on the wheel of cheese. Give me a second. I made a little boo-boo here that's not on the bingo thing that I have to just adjust there. All right, here we go. So let's see what we got here. Let's do this. All right. Waltz for Aria. Very nice. Like a floating feather, something coming down, something whimsical and mystical. Love the little trem strings. Has kind of a lullaby vibe to it. The little Piz back there. I like to call it cute little Piz. As we know, right? This has that waltzy vibe. What's the tempo? I'm testing you kids. Testing time. What is the tempo? Or what's the meter? I'm sorry, what's the meter? Correct. Oh, cute clarinet back there. Nice arrangement, albeit synthy and module driven. Has anybody ever played this game? I think this is the first time I've listened to something from it. I like how this lifted in speed and arrangements, but in this last little section, how it kind of pulled back on the heavier percussions. I'm assuming it might come back in again. But if not, that's a unique choice. The panning of the Celeste. What a pretty track that was. Great way to start off the stream. I noticed that I'm looking at the creds here, or on the thing. I guess this is a game that was out between 2000 and 2003. Namco Ltd. I don't know what that means. I've never heard of the game. Music-wise, very pretty, very that waltzy. Remember I told you at the very beginning, the opening of it sounded like a feather might have been going run, dun, 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 just kind of floating away, kind of like the Forrest Gump kind of vibe and stuff like that. Some really nice piano phrasings that were being, supported with the right-hand melody. As Amanda pointed out too, there was an accelerando, an acceleration of the piece as it moved forward, not by accident, but there's actually the technique in conducting, which is to accelerate the speed and stuff. You just got to keep an eye on the conductor, and there is actually on paper assigned prep for it. I did notice that as the string arrangement got a little high, the use of whatever it was that the composer was using, he or she, kind of grated on my ear. It was like maybe an older sampled synth string pad. It was a little kind of nails against the chalkboard kind of vibe. I like the little incidental colors too, with like the clarinet that kind of did this like answer call call and answer vibe with some of the melody in there. That's a great way to start off the stream, though. And coming from our opening wheel of cheese, queso fresco. So now we're going to go queso pobre. Okay, guys? Queso pobre. Let's see what we got here for queso pobre. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Refreshing the list here. Let's do this. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see how many people we got cheesing. Oh, wow, we got a lot of people in here cheesing. How do you like that? You be cheesing. Are you guys ready? I be cheesing the speeny cheese. Here we go. Not that bad tonight. Yeah, you're right. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh, oh, oh. Oh! Oh, my goodness. That was close for red. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Kaiburu, that was that was really close. Mangaroni, number 7, how are ya? Where are you? Is you be here? I be here. Let's see what Mangaroni wants here. I like a Mangaroni. I like a Mangaroni. I like a Mangaroni. Let's see what Mangaroni wants here. Let me take a quick look. Mangaroni would like for us to check out. Oh, good. We got ourselves a TV show going here. And this one is going to be from... Oops. Oh, shit. I fully blew it. Stand by. Here it is. This is from a TV show called Arcane, I think. Or is that the name of the band? I don't know. Let me get a little more detailed here. The TV show is Arcane. The name of the song is Come Play. So is that anime? I don't know, guys. I'm just looking at the thumbnail. It looks kind of cool. It is? Okay. Well, Mangaroni bringing some anime back into the house here. So let's do this. All right. Oh, Tom Morello's in on this.
You're not alone. Look at my shadow up behind you like a ghost. Vision die a legend, this is go the way I flow. Taking all the shots, landing free throws. Baseball, double snake guys, turn them on stone.
And shout out to the war, 내가 갑을 때면 Now leave you begging for more. 뱃속 깊이는 뛰어넘 그 문을 여는 순간 더 이상
Turnip? I had no idea until you just said that. Uh-oh. Where's the Phrygian tip jar, Alma? Clever.
Llegamos con el combo ready para hacerles una veía. Cuidado que tengo mecha corta y puede que te explote la encía.
Yeah, it is pretty poppy for sure.
Mejor pedir pelón que pedir permiso, me lo improviso. Y a toda esta gente le doy contra el piso si quieren. Me dispersa, les tengo un aviso. Mala suerte con la nena que dispara y preciso. Try me, I dare you to try me. To be on but I'm here coming down.
This is like a real slick, slinky kind of pre-chorus here. It kind of preps you for the sexiness of the hook. That little dubstep bass dive. You know what's the trip about that? I didn't mention it because I just wanted to see how long it would last. The whole song actually had this arrangement way up there. an octave higher than da 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 that note there. There was a thing going da 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 da. Actually, an octave higher. That was kind of the through line to that little weird Phrygian aspect that I was kind of gaming with Amon about, you know, tipping out that Phrygian jar. But that was like the constant. I don't think it was the tonic, but this was a really fun track. There were parts of it that kind of like, you know, I'm saying to myself, I don't know, add some genty guitar work in the background of that. It still would have kept the integrity of popping it, you know, keeping it pop, hip-hoppy, rap. I don't know what this would be, like a synth hop, maybe? I don't know. But, you know, dropping in some of it, or maybe some of the Devin Townsend type of just wall of sounds behind some of that for just a different lift. Kind of like, I was almost kind of waiting for something like that because I saw Tom Morello's name on it. I was thinking, okay, you know, where's that going to come in? But, you know, it's not always just about a guitar. It's about writing stuff. You know what I mean? Anyhow, all right, guys, we're hitting our donos. I am doing my donos from top tier down, as we know. I do have quite a few here, so it looks like I'm going to be here for a minute. And so I will be taking, it looks like, oh my God, how many are here? Stand by. 85. Psych, just kidding. The mods are going, what? Sorry. So I'm just kidding. I got jokes, guys. I got jokes. You can't fool me, says 1 a.m. Alrighty. So let's go ahead now, and we are going to start with Cersei Official. Very generous. Thank you so much, Cersei. And how are you, by the way? Happy New Year's to you. And so we're going to be listening to something here from Cersei. And once again, I very much appreciate it. That's very, very kind of you. I'm going to listen with you folks. Oh, well, I like that. Hey, man, check out my band's cover of Burn by The Cure. Always love your feedback. I love that. I always thought of, like, how does that, like, bring... I love the fact that people will come in here and not only have me, but then also have the gang here listen to your music. I think that's really super cool. I really think it's cool. I think the vulnerability of putting that out there too, as far as, like, you know, we're all artists. You listen to our song, you know, we spend a lot of time and energy and passion and everything that goes into it. And then at the end of the day, to everybody else, it's 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of our end work. And, you know, getting the opportunity to share it in this capacity is a super cool being. So everybody, this is from Cersei, and that's the band. So let's check it out. Here we go, guys. Scratches sound great. I'm kidding.
What are you supposed to be, a clown or something?
Sometimes.
It's more like surfing and skating. I wish the rain would stop just once.
Can't rain.
I love that little pad work going on in the back. Love the texture and the voice on this. That there's a tension here that's great. There's a little bit of a shoegaze element to this I'm so loving. I think it's just the amount of the reverb and the tail of all the work that's being done.
Don't talk of worlds that never were. The end is all that's ever true.
That's a ballsy saturation guitar sound there. I love it. See if we can do these chunks. A little bit of bend, a little bit of a bend in that chunk makes a little dissonant. I like that. There's that really cool little shaker delay thing that's happening. It's just a and I can hear it fading out in the back there. That's tricky. I like the decided pan popping. I just can't tell if that's like a synth pad or something. That last note that's landing on there, that's kind of a chilling, unique thing. Yeah, going into that major third that the vocal's landing on there against the minor. Nice dissonance there. That ping panning effect. It sounds like a synth, but I'm not too sure. Everybody, that is Cersei, one of our folks here who hangs out with us and everything. So it's always great to be a part of listening to some of the artists that actually are here on the stream as a chat. On top of everything else I was saying during that, another thing that I found to be very unique and cool that kind of lends itself to the hauntiness, if you would, of this, is there wasn't any kind of overblow of background vocals just because. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us as producers and composers and stuff, we get into a rut that we celebrate this bang impactful moment of a hook and we got to layer on a bunch of background vocals. I think the the textures and the dynamics and the vocal, flexing, even though it was raw and organic all the way through and through. There was this, when the hooks came in, the voice was was able to handle the power without having to layer on a bunch of, background vocals on it as well. And like I said earlier, I really did like, I think it was the end of your cycle of every 4 bars of the hook, where your melody landed on a major third whilst being supported by the minor third. So there was a really super nice dissonance in that. So good on you, man. I am so stoked that you came in here. Everybody say aloha to Cersei Official. He's right there in the chat. And yeah, as a matter of fact, you know what I'll do right now is I'm going to put this in the link here in the chat for everybody. If you want to support the YouTube channel, just go ahead and click on that and probably find a bunch of other pieces of great music on that as well. Anyhow, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out over here, Cersei, or whomever you are behind the Cersei Official. Okay, next up, we have Lacrimosa. Lacrimosa, if I recall, you're in San Diego-ish, right? Somewhere like that. First of all, aloha, and thank you very much. But if I recall, you're in that part of the world. You guys didn't get, I don't think you guys didn't get any of the fireworks of the fire a little more north. You guys didn't get any of the Santa Ana Wind Hellfire stuff this time around, did you? Which is great. I'm just kind of remember the maps that I saw earlier. Nonetheless, I hope you had a very good week. Just the air's a little small, vegetation burns. Okay, yeah. Well, anyhow, welcome to hanging out here on Happy Aloha Friday. So Lacrimosa wants us to check out a band called Lydia. And the song is One More Day. Aloha, got family all through Studio City, Oak Park, Beverly Palisades, and Calabasas. Thankful I'm a bit more south, but crazy times, yes, of course. As we talked about before the stream started, yeah. Our thoughts are with everybody going through what they're going through there. All righty. So I like it when messages are like this. This is something a little gentler than usual. So that means it could be anything. All right, this is from Lacrimosa. The name of the band is Lydia. The name of the song is One More Day. All right. Two drummers? Oh, wow, that's great. I love the Fried EP that has that fast trem, holding an opposite pattern from the guitar. It's so tasteful. And I love the mellowness of the bass tone on this. I love the back and forth between what we're hearing, the dynamics between that Fried EP, the guitar, and then breaking into this here where you got a nice little mono piano, pseudo mono piano. Very playful with the dynamics and the energy. See, this is where I'm feeling the separate drummer thing. The ghost notes aren't coming together. I love how the engineer's probably playing with the pan pot. For that solo. Big organ. I mean, you know, that kind. You know, there's so many little things about this song that I feel like Jake and some of the other people, you know, it's such a fantastic track. The sheer energy displacement, trying to say new things other than saying, you know what I really like, you know what I'm thinking. So the sheer energy displacement, Bill Nye. Jeeves of the music guy, is the tone of her voice. She never really stepped out of a volume and in a pocket to try to match the change in the energy of what was happening in the arrangements and the performance. Louder, softer part, parts that were picking and cleaner parts, all the way up to more crunchier, kind of punchier parts of the track. She stayed in this wonderful place in performance, but it was in stark contrast. I'm into my second song and I can't even talk. Stark contrast to the power of the band was her voice, and she reminded me of again. You know me and how I am with bands, and I could see the face. This is the beginning of me losing my mind, I think. The not homogeneous heap or frou-frou, but the girl from, I think she did the cover song and a lot of the work in The Professional and stuff like that. That same kind of tone, you know, just beautiful, super chill. Is that on bingo? But that voice that she has, I can picture the artist, but I just love the enunciation, the vocals, framing in the mouth. Does that make sense? You know, and I think that has so much to do. I think, you know, we all know, I think all of us know that the singers, their actual physical structure of their mouth has everything to do with how they sound, you know, and even if you're trained and you can, you know, project your voice into the back of your throat and to the front and stuff like that. I was having a conversation today a little earlier with one of my coworkers about Alanis Morissette. And just recently, just a couple weeks ago, a video pops up. She's on tour and she sounds identical, if not even a little more seasoned, in the same key of all the songs she was singing. She didn't drop them down a half step or a whole step, but I had kind of mirrored that ability to the size of her mouth. The same thing with Steve Tyler from Aerosmith. Folks that have that kind of the chompers when they sing, and they have all that extra space for that power to resonate, you know, and that's just something, you know, it's a Freddie Mercury thing as well. So it's that thing. Anyhow, Lacrimosa, thank you very much. But I'm trying to remember that singer's name. Who is that singer I'm thinking about with that tone of her voice? It'll come to me. I've done a couple of her tracks on the RPGs page, but oh well. So let's keep continuing on here on our Dono quest. Hot chick in a diaper. Every time, hot chick in a diaper. Are you here? And every time I look at the profile name, is it hot chick in a diaper or hot chicken in a diaper? No, it would be hot chick in a diaper. That would be it. Hey guys, I'm serious. That's the name. I know you're laughing, but that's our friend's name here, or the profile name. Okay, hot chick in a diaper. Are you in the house? We may never know. So what we're doing here is we're going to be doing a band. Oh, I've heard of this band. I've loved it. Thrice. Thrice. The name of the song is Don't Tell and We Won't Ask. This is closer on the album The Artist in the Ambulance, a staple in post-hardcore, released in 2003. Oh, this is the closer on the album. I'm sorry, I said closer. Check the bingo card, you know if you know. All right, guys, let's go. Ballsy bass. Great hook. That arrangement? Love that running through the hook. Even this pattern going on here. I love the gritty and dryness of that guitar tone. The saturated ball juice on that. Just, oh, that didn't come out right. I don't know if that overdub there, the octave split on that part of the arrangement is synth driven or guitar, but it sounds great. I guess you're right, Turner. I love this because it's separate recordings, these mirrored tracks. It's a whole different experience than using a doubler or something like that. I love the way that bass is rattling. The bass. Oh, bass feedback, listen. Okay, so maybe there was a little bit of sound design things going on there, or maybe there was, you know, major stomp pedal influence on some of the things that I heard in the back there. Turnip, you're right about that. It is what I said. But I think I said something like major ball juice. I meant to say bass juice, but it's happening. But to just touch on that, no pun, I just can't win for fucking losing right now. The rawness of that bass tone to me was so important through that whole track, even though there was other arrangements that were supporting the vocals, of which the vocals, I know this was post-hardcore, but the vocals had a little bit more, I think, of a punk sizzle for me in there. And though there are the telltale signs of arrangements when it comes to full power chords and stuff like that while you're, you know, doing chord changes and stuff, I really liked how the guitar player, I take it there's two guitar players and a bass and a drummer. And vocalist, and maybe the vocalist was one of the other guitar players or something. But they were having a lot of fun with these arrangements that would guide. There was a pattern that was always present in the verses, and then that pattern would shift into power during the hook. Another pattern would take over here, but it would be like a second. You guys have heard me say this before, like a second level hook element. So you had the melody that the singer is punching out, you know, through the hook, but then there's this other arrangement here that just kind of, it's kind of like the little hooks on an arrangement that just kind of hangs over the threading of the melody. I don't know where I came up with that theater of the mind. I'm just saying, but I really enjoyed that. But I do want to just go back to the way that bass tone was insane. I so badly think I need to do a session with like a bass player. Even though I can play bass, I have zero experience in going beyond plugging in the bass to my, you know, DI, getting the tones I need for something, but I don't know how to be more inventive to get more of the grindier sounds without having a, you know, a head or a cabinet or something like that. And I don't have a stomp pedal, and I'm kind of a stuck to plugins kind of guy. So I'd really might have to enlist some assistance from a bass player to help me get my tone straightened out. So, bass mentioned. Are you guys pulling out is that the card? Is the card getting full already? Hey, Fash Demented, how are you? Oh, my goony goo goo. Okay, next up is MM33. This dono came in a few days ago, so I don't know if you're in here, but if you are, you is up. So here we go. Which one am I doing here for MM33? And I think we're doing pretty good so far in the songs. You know, when Jake pops in and says, man, I've already saved 3 tracks already, I think we're on a good trend here. So see if we can keep this up. So MM33 wants us to check out a band called City and Color. And the name of the track is Golden State. All right. Here we go. Kairu, this is in your favorite tempo.
Why is everyone still singing
What a voice.
about California? Haven't we heard enough about the Golden State? I guess if you like sandy beaches and blue ocean water, there's just something about it to which I cannot relate.
God, what a great voice.
I need to see the leaves change and the snowflakes falling. I need to hear the cold wind whistling through the winter pines.
that.
We heard enough about the golden state. People still following dreams to sweet California.
I love that higher part of the arrangement of the piano. It sounds like it's that
From time to time I'll pass
vocal
on by,
harmony.
but I will never stay.
Beautiful background too. Listen to the bass. Wow. A little bit of a soft overdrive on that bass with a compression, pretty hard compression for the sustain. God, this is a great track.
Sure, there are beautiful people in the city of lost angels, living like they're kings and queens from some royal age. But fortune and fame won't save you when California
Jeez, this song is like spot on for right now. Oh my gosh.
is wiped out by the ring of fire. Wow. Or a great earthquake.
The bass creeping in
Why
again.
is everyone still singing about California? Heaven, we heard enough about the golden state.
What a heavy track. Oh my goodness.
People still following dreams to sweet California. And from time to time I'll pass on by, but I will never stay. No, I will never stay.
Oh, the tone that bass brings to the unique textures of the arrangement. Man. Nice pull back on the sends there for a fade. What a powerfully unique track. I mean, it couldn't have... after what we just got through talking before the stream about the fires and everything that's happening there, I really didn't catch on until, because I'm old, I guess. I was just so into the music, I really wasn't listening. I was listening to the lyrics, but I was just diving into the arrangements, and I opened up my eyes and I realized, oh my gosh, how poignant are the lyrics of this. Now, this is obviously this gentleman's experience with California somehow, some way. Maybe I missed it early on in the lyrics on the why. But he definitely was, definitely adiosing, whatever experience he had in California or something of that nature. I don't know, but very poignant. Now, to the music, what an incredible voice. Sometimes I say to myself, I would have traded my composing career to have a voice as beautiful as like this guy or somebody else who has a voice similar to this, that I was just like, oh my God. I would sing on the streets for the rest of my life if I had a voice like that. Actually, he did. I don't know if you guys remember that American Star Search singer. I don't know, a guy named Alejandro something, a Spanish guy that was playing the guitar. He made it for a very long ways. I guess, was it The Voice or American Idol or something like that, where they have this incredible falsetto voice that has so much dynamic within the falsetto range. Falsetto is what most people will call the head voice, because it comes up here. It's always up here. It's in the very part of your voice where you're not coming from your chest. I'm sorry, that was probably the worst example ever. Any music coach right now is going, bruh. But it is the head voice. And this kind of head voice is so magical and could be so mystical. And you could still use this falsetto style of singing even through heavier, compositions and stuff. But in the case of this one, having the acoustic guitar and the drums, very nice, great chord changes, beautiful melody. But here's what made it sizzle. I think this is another one of those songs where I just have to say the bass tone on this is what gave it to me. It gave me this kind of odd sense of maybe, like, for instance, I'm looking at the lyrics, right? He's talking about the fires and the earthquakes and this beautiful tone of voice in this kind of somber kind of melody, but that bottom end of that bass being it's so kind of compressed and sizzly at the bottom kind of gave it a little bit of that unearthiness vibe to it. I don't know. I'm just being heady right now because I'm being heady right now. Loved this track. Absolutely love this track. And this is definitely going on my long playlist. So, yay. All righty, let's continue on. Super Dono Dono. Tonto Corazon. Che, vos, ¿qué te parece? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué ondas? ¿Dónde vas? No, I know where you vas. You vas here. You drink here with Vaso. Si vas. She vas with si vas, Vaso. Sorry. Soy boludo. Okay. Tonto Corazon would like us to listen to... Sorry, I'm still kind of marinating in that last track. It is ringing in my head right now. I love it so much. It was such a great track. All right. We are going to be listening to a track here. It's from, I guess, a band named Marakande. And the song is Corazon de Fuego. Corazon de Fuego. Heart of Fire. Happy New Year to everybody. He's sending a message to all of you as well through our message part here. And then, let's see, Francis P. has shown up on your streams a few times, but he's an incredible drummer. This is a senior recital from the legendary Berklee School of Music. Ooh, I like that. They are covering a Dominican song that fuses Paulo and rock. I love that. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Plus, we get to check out the people from Berklee, too. I love watching them play. They're like, hey, a lot of years studying. The bass player usually wears his bass up here and stuff. No, I'm kidding. I say that because I can. Here we go. I'm just saying. I love that disclaimer. Oh, that's the best. Shifting the meter. Let out the clutch easy. I hear the marimba back there. I told you, I was counting in my head going, okay, where's it coming? It's going to come back in. They're taking the breather. Yeah, Jake, and it's a lot more pronounced in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. See if he does it again. No, that was just a fur ball on that timing change, or the meter change. Nice ride work he's doing there. It's great. It's funny because he said that they took out his vocals. Now I'm watching his mouth. I'm wanting to listen and just... Nice. One of those other background vocals probably should have been muted, not him. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm just saying I heard it. Camera, point it back to the drummer, please. Give me. Ah, cooking. That guy's grating some cheese, man. Killing it. Oh, nice little flams there. Was that it? Oh, I wanted to hear more. Oh, there's more. I got psyched. Trumpet player had his eyes shut through the whole thing, didn't realize that he was being timed out. What a fun listen. And you know what, the thing about this that made it even that much more funner, that's not a word. I don't think funner is a word. I'm just saying it's my word, is to watch this as an all raw organic performance, you know? And everybody was having the best time of their life. Everybody was up there giving it 150% of what they had. And it all came together in this very kind of abstract kind of way. As the body of work was very fun to listen to and stuff, but watching the little nuances, because you know how I am about watching live performances and stuff. I get a little more transfixed in the, I'll hear an arrangement, then I look for the person. Like for instance, when I said, hey, I hear marimba, I don't see the person, but then maybe there wasn't a marimba, but in the back I saw the keyboard player, maybe he was doubling on some marimba parts and stuff like that. big horn section and stuff like that. I like the guitar solo. The guitar solo kind of reminded me of a solo from Snarky Puppy that I heard, and meaning the tone, the style, the kind of Spanishy pentatonic. Is that kind of a thing? I don't know. That's how I was vibing. But thank you so much for dropping that in there. You know how much I love live playing, and especially the drummer did kick ass and take no hostages. Was this actually a performance? You may have said it, and I'm just could be forgetting it. This was recorded at Berkeley, correct? Because I kind of recognized the staging a little bit, if that was it. And I believe you said this was like the drummer's dissertation, if you would, musical dissertation. Yeah. Well, it's fun. It looks like they had the best time ever. I always love watching musicians play when they're just smiling and killing it. So, senior recital, I see. Very good. Well, thank you, Tonto Corazon. Muchas gracias. Feliz Año Nuevo para todo, tu familia y usted también. So, thank you very mucho, is what I say. Thank you so much, man. All righty. Next up is Incentia. Incentia, sleeping in Incentia. Hey, Yuko, what's going on? So, Incentia, thank you for your dono. Very mucho apreciation. We're doing a band called Voyager. The song is Summer Always Comes Again, Seasons of Age. The link is timestamped to start at 53:24, and it ends at an hour 2:40. So it's about 9 minutes. Thank you for doing the timestampy thing for me. Technically speaking, it's 2 songs, but the first one is sort of an intro. All right. Looking forward. Let's do this. Whee! Here we go.
This is, of course, from the album V. And now I've got training. Let's go.
I know, right? I've been a streamer for 2 years. Could you imagine? Oh, it already looks like the band's going to have a bunch of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 7 string. It's like Flashdance on drugs. Oh, guess not. Okay. The snare sounds great. Oh my god, that's such a nightmare pattern to hold. God, you have to be such a monster of a drummer to hold these patterns down and not drift. Albeit at the hi-hat he was doing at the beginning, or now he's doing the double kicks.
And not a single day goes by when nothing sounds like a sigh. She forgives the brave first blood and her.
I heard that Soundgarden. I was like super trap-ish a little bit.
And darkness comes around again, and lines are written of the same. So gently fold the page and carry it with ease. She will stand upon the shore in the flowing dress in silence core, and the winter glows inside her veins. The summer always comes again. The summer
the heck was the bass player
always comes again. And everlasting sadness will turn into a mile, and far from the horizon, the semblance of a smile, a word into a whisper, she'll stay a little while. She will stand upon the shore in the flowing dress in silence born, in the winter blows inside her veins, but the summer.
This has a really good build. Like, you know, this is going to turn into something even more bolder.
The summer always comes.
Trippy thing is the drummer doing the double kick with the tom fills.
Summer always comes.
It's a very tricky timing thing to do as a drummer. Come on. Bring out the small change, eh? I'm feeling a Phrygian tip jar. Great pad.
This guy? Alright, come back downstairs. We've got some more stuff.
I'm thinking the bass. It's gonna be this. Yep.
Still October, green light flickers on the minds of many waiting to arrive. Still November, yellow lights arise out of the ashes of a mystery.
It does have some of that, you know, meatloaf kind of power to it. Kind of adjacent. It's also this chord pattern as well. It also has kind of a level 42 vibe. I don't know if I'm just hearing that. Changes leave itself open to like a very glorious style solo. I like how they get into the cut time physically as well. Just bark. love the pads in the background. I don't see a keyboarder, so I don't know if that's an overdub. I mean, we hear the piano. Oh, he's gonna make himself a drink. Great. My kind of singer. Yeah, at the end of every gig, everybody line up for the shots. Poor drummer, man, he ain't getting nothing. He's holding down the heavy. Somebody's got to do like a beer bong for the guy or something. Come on. Oh, there he goes. I got to see this. Come on. Let's take care of the drummer. He's going to hold it in front of him. Temptation. Yeah, baby. Cannonball. Cannonball. That reminds me of the scene of like Bill Murray and Chevy Chase and Caddyshack. Cannonball, cannonball, cannonball. Love the track. Love the fact also that it was... you know, live, obviously. There was all the nuances of it being live. There wasn't being played over, anything of that nature. We're kind of talking about a little bit of the theatrical aspect of the chord changes and the vibe and stuff like that. Opening up nicely with the piano, you've got yourself a little bit of the string pads or something that was happening in the background. That's really bizarre too, because I don't see them with any the earbud type things that they use now. Monitors. Jesus. I can't. My brain. The monitors in this ear. So I was going, well, they can't be playing to a click. And they couldn't be playing to a click because of what I said earlier about the kick and the tom stuff that he was doing. Everything was, you know, vibing. But I love the energy. I love that kind of fusion of those chord changes and stuff. Still kept everything very open and accessible from right here. And they're making their live comeback, as Incentia is saying, at a rugby event. Oh, that would be a mosh pit. Powerful. I actually love the video too. I really enjoyed watching the video because once again, this is just another thing we're looking at. They just had an absolutely amazeballs time, and that's so far everything on the stream has been that kind of thing. Everything that we've been watching has been very, very entertaining. Theater of the mind, as well as the video. Incentia, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. That was very kind, your dono, and hanging out and chilling with us. And happy Aloha Friday to you, man. Okay. Refreshing and continuing. I feel refreshed. I'm refreshed and I continue. Next up is Park Pal, sliding in with the quarter. You know if you know. Park Pal, is you in the house? Maybe he parked somewhere. Park Pal would like us to listen to... this is a band or an artist. You guys help me with this. Alexisonfire. Hey, Park Pal, what's up? Alexisonfire. The name of the song is This Could Be Anywhere in the World. This is a classic from the mid-'80s. Let's see if he says anything seem familiar. I don't know. Is fire a theme today? Let's go. Oh, from the 2000s. Sorry, I said 80s. My bad. I have my glasses on.
Taking what belongs for a deep to run.
I love that this track has ambience, but it's got almost zero reverb. You know if you know. There's a little bit of a room or something on the snare, but in general. Well, my bad. The lead on this side actually does have a triggered delay that I'm hearing on this side. When he plays that melody. I like that jumping in between his falsetto and his more power punchy chest voice here for his hook. I love how the kick sounds punchy, but it's so puny in the mix, but it still holds the integrity of giving it to you. Almost sounds like there's a stereo bus compression on the kit. There's a series of layered guitars. They're there for production reasons. They sound fantastic. It almost sounds like there's some acoustic work of strumming behind the power. So that's a perfect example how that just ended, the way we heard it. And when I was saying that there's absolutely a very unique approach in the engineering. It's the same guy as the City and Color track. Oh, I did not know that. That's what you meant, but did I recognize it? What I like, I got to find a new thing. I got to put this on the bingo card. What I really like, and I put that as the X, you know, in the bingo, so everybody gets that. What was appealing, what was appealing to me is the fact that that mix was really, really super dry and intimate, except for like maybe a little small room vibe with the snare, but like the kick and the snare was really compressed and pushed in the back, and even with the toms are very nice and pronounced in the engineering, you know, separate mic with panning just slightly as we kind of come across it. But it sounded like there was like a stereo bus, like it was sent to a stereo bus and there was compression on that stereo bus just on top of it. And I really, when it works, it works. And this was the kind of track that it worked. Also, the guitar work, except for the melody, also had a little bit more, when I'm talking about the melodic arrangement next to the vocals, had also this kind of tempo set delay that reflected up onto this side, but was further back in the mix. So there was obviously engineering techniques going on to really emphasize the stereo imaging of it. But it definitely had almost a zero rinse on any kind of reverb that tailed off. And I think there's a very unique way to apply that in engineering and songs that are like this and this impactful. Vocals were great. So apparently by the video, you have one vocalist that does a little more of the darker, growlier ones. You got another vocalist that does the colorful melody. But in the hook, I loved how that vocalist went in and out of his head voice. Da, 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 da. Which also is, if you do that, you got that technique, you can really express yourself with some very unique intervals. I can't talk for nothing. So, thanks, Park Pal. So mucho for coming and saying hi, and happy Aloha Friday to you, and thank you for your don't. That was a really super nice track. Next up in the Hall of Fame. Really quick, let me look in here. I just want to... I think we had Psycho Chino dropping in as a new follower. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was very cool of you. So nice. Okay, next up. The Driver 458. Let's go, 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 go. The Driver would like us to listen to... Oh, this sounds nice and full and fluffy, could be. The Cinematic Orchestra and Roots Maneuver. I didn't say that in a consistent, sliding kind of way. The song is A Caged Bird, Limitations of Life. And the message is, this track features the racing game Need for Speed. Heat, but not in the way you'd expect. The game divides its soundtrack into two categories. The action-y hype songs play during races, while the more mellow and chilled tracks play while the menu's customizing and tuning your cars. Personally, this song particularly really sets the vibe for creativity, perfect for making art on some 90s Honda. Okay, I get you on that, because I'm still at the very embryonic beginnings of Crew Fest, and I have another member here, Brexter, in the very near future, and he's gonna teach me about all kinds of that funny stuff where you customize things or whatever. So I'm still not as learned, obviously, as you guys are about that part of the gaming world, but I'm gonna get into it. Okay, guys, this is from The Driver. I don't know if The Driver's here with us, but he knows where to go to listen to this a little later on that YouTube VOD channel. Let's go. All right. Hey, there you are, Driver. How's it? It's like an upright piano, hi-fi, lo-fi. Just those little plunks, pling, plong, plonk. That choice of percussion, that deep boom. I love this marinating slow grow.
Artiste of the realm, founder infusionary. Foot map linguistic scanter. Helpless in the entity. See the caged bird at the bosom of the angry shortfall. One finds a fistful. All engaging. All engaging. Perfections in that non-perfection, and
you hear this very light pad in the back there?
I see king, I see queen. Well, none of you know my kingdomanium. Last chance to retract it. Last chance to retract it. Why would you hide from yourself?
I can imagine this instrumentally, but I'm digging this as well.
Why would you hide from yourself?
A bit of a David Bowie influence somewhere there.
Well, I pick up my foot and do those things, improve thyself, improve with things.
Clever.
I thank you for the healing in wings of meditation. Situation is strange to us.
I love the flip on the emphasis.
Claiming us.
Kind of the syncopation vibe of what just happened.
I've been told breathe easily, as easy as that breathing be. Not so, never so, she's been told. She done sold a part of her soul.
Love them sticking in that arpeggiation stereo image and warming up the pad behind it.
Then and here and then, claim to be my bestest friend. It's just the word she's saying it. There ain't no returning now. There ain't no returning now. Why would you hide?
That was a great shift. It kind of felt like they were going to keep that kind of pop, that move going, which it's back there with ghost notes of the snare, but this kind of pseudo cut time while the rest of the arpeggiations are going. Badass. That's great.
Undo those things. Improve things. I thank you for that healing in wings of meditation. Situation is strange to us. Stranger things are pulling us. I've been so breathe easily, as easy as that breathing be.
But Park Pal, I definitely can see, Driver, well, Park Pal, how cool this would be non-vocally for menus and adjusting customization of your car. Got a great vibe to it. Get into that, Gliss. Stuff, man. I love it when it gets all ethereal, ambient, and trance-worthy. Not trance as the genre, but just like rolling your eyes in the back of your head, just going, beautifully abstract and experimental. Wouldn't you agree? With the vocals, the way they came in that kind of slam poetry rap kind of cadence, if you would, I don't know whether or not to call that rap or how we call it. When I feel it flexing a little bit more of a stand-up slam poetry kind of vibe in the performance and in the tone. I think one of the things that makes it really unique for us, I'm watching the comments here, because you guys drop your comments as we listen to music, because I kind of feed back and forth from it as well as far as my listening experience. But the through trueness, if you would, from a lot of the comments excuse me, I got hiccups. Is how unique sounding. It was different sounding. You started going down a different way, and then it made a different turn. And I saw a few comments going, "Man, I wasn't expecting that." And to me, that's where that's what I love about these journeys that you guys take me on, because even though I'm on the back end of what I do as a creator musically, I feel like I could be 16, 18 years old right now, opening my very first album that I may have bought because the cover looked really super sick in the old record stores back in the day, and go, what am I in for, you know? And this was one of those tracks. I obviously have a soft spot. You know that I drive her as many times as you hear me talk about it. I have a soft spot for ambient and ethereal pads and things that happen in the background. I feel like for my own listening sensations and stuff like that, when I hear arpeggiations playing off of each other and stuff, it almost, funny enough, it may not be funny to you guys, you know me well enough, it almost kind of calms my mind, because my mind is so, you know, ADHD, A, B, C, D, E, F, Jeebs, that for some reason the counteraction of hearing very unique percussive elements in arpeggiations kind of brings that craziness in my mind into kind of like, oh, I'm finding a pattern. Oh, it's okay. You can live right about here. Oh, we're nice and calm. You could put away that 25 milligram gummy now. Okay, not a problem. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, someone's going to clip that? Oh, great. Jeeb's short-circuiting. Anyhow, I thought it was a great choice. I love that track. It was so sick. And it's in my head, too. Right now, it's in my head. Mahalo, it is now living in my head. What are you going to say? Oh, you guys are going to go on a clip fest? Great. Everybody hit the bingo card. Son of a falamala, jala-la-la-la-la. All right. I still have some time. I'm going to take a break, not for another half hour, because I try to do 2-hour chunks when I'm recording. And then I'll take a break, and then another 2 hours till we get through everything. Next up, Mikuzia sliding in hot. How are you, Mikuzia? Happy Aloha Friday to you, my friend. And thank you very much for your kind dono, as normal, as usual. It's not normal. It's usual. It's like you're always very... You know what I'm trying to say. Shut up, GB. Stop talking. I'm trying. Okay. It's happening. Okay. So... I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be a clip fest. Clip all those things and then put them into one thing, and that's going to be me short-circuiting without my sugar. This is going to be like, you know that commercial with the eggs? This is you without drugs and you on drugs. Maybe one of those A-B things. All right, for Mikuzia, of course you're going to do this to me, Mikuzia. Of course you are. We are going to be listening to some Ado. And I love Ado tunes. You get it? You see how I did that? Auto tune? No, I'm kidding. Stupid. I'm on a roll, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going there. This is Ado, and you guys know I'm a completely huge, ginormous fan. There's no two ways about it. I think she's probably one of my top, without a doubt, she's my top 3 favorite singers. Only defined as not being my top because, well, I got a female and I got a male. You know, whatever it is. But anyhow, incredible. As a matter of fact, that other song that I listened to that's on my RPGs page that I clipped from my other thing, that VTuber vocalist too. Just such incredible talent coming out of here. Anyhow, let me get to the point. Mikuzia wants us to listen to Ado featuring Hatsune Miku. This song is called Sakura Biyori and Time Machine. This is live. Oh, gosh. Thanks for this. Ado loved Vocaloid Hatsune Miku since she was a child. So this collaboration was a long-time dream of hers. With Vocaloid. Okay. Woo, we're going for the big scoop of how do you do here. All right. I'm just going to have to hold on and shut up, Mikuzia, and let's just do this. See if I don't force feed any other clips for us to pull. Here we go. No. Didn't I just mention that? Oh my God, look at the size of that stadium. There's a little bit of the hall ambience on this. What a trip. How emotional she was. I feel it. I feel you, young lady. The rasp right there. I'm getting chicken skin, everybody. It's amazing that we're seeing the shadow cast of one artist and kind of a VTuber, yet there's such connectivity with the audience and stuff. That's got to be so powerful. I think this is probably the most tamed I've heard an auto performance. Auto. Compared to some of the other tracks you've showed me. God, that little smokiness in her voice there, and that little clipping in her abilities. Kind of a regal vibe in the composition there. March. So beautifully melodic. There's a little bit of a Disney twist in this melody. Do you wish upon a star? I'm just saying, I'm not accusing, I'm just saying. I love that, how emotional some, the people are getting. Look at the size of that stadium. Where is that? Unfreaking believable. So absolutely cool. That is so cool. And what makes it even cooler is it looks like there's 100,000 people there. You see, that is such badass entertainment. you know. But I will say, and I think Jacob had popped it in earlier, that some of the other auto tracks that Makuzu, you brought, I think most of them to us, have had a different kind of power and force, you know, behind it, and kind of like a galactic kind of power vibe, and different kind of transitions in her voice, and rock and metal and all kinds of great. I think somebody may have mentioned in the chat that maybe this was, quote unquote, for a lack of better words, maybe a little tamer to match the talents of the other artist who was singing, and to me that is even, that elevates my respect for her even 10 times more, because you don't have to outshine, outpower, or anything. That this was, you know, two artists that were, you know, crushing it and delivering a great piece. Once again, this kind of composition and stuff is very glowy and moving, and kind of a very, like I had mentioned earlier, a lot of chord changes a la Disney, a lot of some of the earlier works that you might, you know, be influenced in A.B. from. But that's the thing about what I hear from these artists, Makuzu, especially everything that I've heard of Ado and stuff. To have a talent like that, it would be so underused if you didn't write something in composition that would be just as huge and supportive. On the other hand, it might be a really super cool thing to hear her perform on something that's lighter, which is just acoustic guitars with maybe 2 chord changes or 3 or something. You know what I'm talking about? The way we've talked about arrangements where there are songs that only have 2 chords in them, but it has to do with the arranging blowouts and how they change things to get to the, you know, to the hook and stuff. I think that might be something really interesting, I think. Thank you for that. I get all excited. I see an auto title come through. Anyhow, thank you so much, guys. I'm sorry too. I know that my screen thingy is a little off center. Snake is going to help me fix that for the rest of the stream, though. I don't have all of that bottom part that you guys. I'm seeing more of it on my screen than you are on your screen, so apologize for that. It's a techie thing. So, anyhow, super mahalo for sneaking in the way you do. Next up is SB. Oh, looks like we're going to be shifting gears here, peoples. Next up is SB. And oi, oi, oi. Happy Aloha Friday. It's Saturday for you already, right? Nonetheless, I'm sending you other side of the Dateline vibes. Okay, so this track here is from a band called In Heart's Wake. This is a metal track. The name of the track is The Flood. Good morning, Jeebs and everybody. That's her message to us. I've not seen In Heart's Wake before, but they're going to be my 3rd gig for the year, and also at my first festival for the year. This track was Winston from Parkway Drive. Oh, Parkway Drive. It's a great band. Okay, let's go. All right. Oh, you know this is going to bang, especially when you see that font. Here we go, guys. Jesus. That's when the engineer joins the band right there.
The ring of fluorescent lights from the depths, no screams are heard, hanging light from the power lines. Lost in the surge. I'll live, I'll last. The nightmare from the terror of the past. Restart, restore. You can't hide from the horror anymore. I'll live, I'll last. The nightmare from the terror of the past. Restart, restore.
God, that blend between the heavy guitars and that heavy synth work. Sometimes it's hard for me to separate where Some of the gnarlier synth tones might be in unison with the guitar. But this is a great sound for the guitars. Oh, this cut. That lo-fi drum sample that's all crushed back there. Great riff on the chugs. No, I wanted to keep... Funny enough, I wanted to keep it cranking. Let me get this into a little more of a visual thingy here. Stand by. There we go. Okay. That was as ballsy and bone crushy as any track that's been on the stream so far today. And of course, is coming from you, SB. What a bone crushing sound. Such a bone crushing sound. And I think, as we've talked about before, you know, part of the... Do I say it this way? Accepted... synth influences into more of the heavier, darker metal tracks, albeit maybe setting up an intro of some kind of a darker synthy sequence thing that's, you know, kind of a thing that might be happening to set a darker, established kind of vibe until it blows up into the theatrical hellfire, you know, of a tone like this. Has become part and parcel to it, to maybe what this kind of metal production is going towards. That little observation about the engineer kind of saying, okay, it's my turn, is because now more than ever, I think the engineer's influence in how we're listening to music is so much, has stepped up more into such a focal point, because there are so many unique techniques now in engineering that I think as engineers are discovering. Even if one of the band members is an engineer, it doesn't matter. It's another sculpting sculpting tool that you can use to even, well, you can strengthen or you could possibly weaken if you blow it, if there's too much geekiness going on out there. So this was a tremendous fusion. Did I almost go full corn? Did I fart? Do I have to go to the bathroom? Is that the corn you're talking about? I don't know. Oh, it's not that kind of corn. No, okay, I didn't know. I'm reading a comment. I don't know. Anyhow, SB, that was badass, and actually this was our first super banger here in the stream, and I knew absolutely that you were going to bring it. So, train engineers, look at you guys kicking my ass in the chats. Oh, shish. Yeah. Yeah, and also, but I don't know, somewhere in there I said, oh shit, listen to that riff. Sometimes you get also so infused in the power of the track, or at least I do when I'm listening to it, and especially if I start to go into the escapism of engineering. There was, when I said, oh damn, listen to that riff of the chug. That was a great, it was probably only in about let's just say 1 through 7, maybe 1 to 5 kind of use of the notes within the shape of the key, if you would. I don't know if that made much sense, but there were some great little bends that were going on in there. They didn't get lost on my ears, but I just was like, ooh, feel that. Now I feel like I'm gonna get corn. Is that what you meant when I was gonna get all corn? I was like, that was killer, SB. I loved it. Alrighty, how long have I been going? 2.5 hours. Okay, but I've only been recording for about an hour, 10 minutes. Let me take a look at something here really quick. Oh, I definitely have a lot more people to go. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to do 1 wheel of cheese, queso nuevo, 1 wheel of cheese, queso pobre, and then I'm going to take a short break, and then we're going to catch up on some more here. You know, so kind of like that. I think I kind of like that format. Open up with one of each, close with one of each on the recording, take a break, open up with some cheesy cheese, do the donos, and close with the cheesy cheese. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what, let me bring up cheesy cheese. Don't worry, that's the last roll there. Let's go for some queso nuevo. If anybody's lurking in the background, you've never done this before, if you put your name here for the wheel of cheese, it lands on your name. We do your song, please. Nothing over 7 minutes. It gets an automatic punt. That would be great. But let's listen. Let's see what we got here from our cheesy wheel noob version. Oh, quite a few more people in here now. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's about 10 people in there. Are you guys ready? Let's spin. Oh my God, I'm out of sustenance. Tired Starling. Okay, Tired Starling, let's see what you would like. And also, I want to let you know, if you do not feel like waiting around, you want to know if it ever landed on your name, we do have a VOD channel where I break this session off and put it on YouTube just so you can check out a little later. Tired Starling, is that right? Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, we're going to be listening to a game called Destiny. Oh, no, Dynasty. Ugh. Boing. Warriors 4. So this track is called Lubu's Theme. Who's Lubu? You guys know who Lubu is? There are more than 10 versions of this theme, of his theme, spanning from the year 2000 till today. This one is from 2003. Oh, so what you're saying is that every time maybe they've released something, they've kind of updated this theme, potentially? I don't know. You guys kind of fly in the background there and let me know. All right, let's do this. This is... Oh, sheesh. Wait a minute. I made a boo-boo. I did make a boo-boo. Sorry. That's Kebab Sellers. And I'm going to come back to Kebab Sellers. Guarantee. Thank you. I'm looking at this going, drugs are bad. I don't know where I did that. Let me try that again. See, this is why I need a break. I need sustenance. Tired Starling's track is an anime. It's from an anime called... I know my chat lights up and my mods are like trying to save me. Dude! Look here! Pull up! Pull up! Terrain alert. Terrain alert. This one is from Dr. Stone. The name of the track is From Zero. Thank you, Turna, for that. Pull up. Pull up. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, nice little sassy fluty sex. Anybody want to have sex with me? Ooh, I love the breathiness around the reed. I wonder if that was a sample. This is nice. If this is part of a video game, it sounds like probably a part of the game where you're maybe looking for things or collecting things, perhaps. I don't know. Oh no, this is from a sound. This is an anime. I'm just gonna stop talking. Santa must have tripped over something right there. I love the slow analog swelling of the pads, slow attack. note in there. I was like, a little mandolin going on back there. I don't know if that's a mandolin or not, but I like it. I wonder if that's the leitmotif. Whatever. That was nice. I fully dug that. Kind of dug me out of the hole of all the mistakes I was making when I was about to play the wrong track, because that's the way I am. So this was an anime, I guess, apparently, and I love the arrangement, but in my mind, because that's when I listen to these tracks from animes or video games, I try to imagine through the music and let the music dictate to me possibly what might be going on in the game, which I'm 60% wrong every time I say something. Very nice, though, very light and fluffy, very kind of, you know, happy to be in the forest and running around, and we're picking, you know, fruits and stuff and having fun and la 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 la. And very, like, for instance, that opening sax riff that I, excuse me, that I heard, felt like it could have been maybe a repetitive, like a sampled section, you know. That's not a jab. I'm just saying, if you got the toy to use it, you play with it. You know what I'm saying? Said Jenna. Okay, so I have one more Wheel of Cheese to do, and this is Queso Pobre. Okay, you guys are giving me a rash about my... I think the bingo card has gotten really full. Yeah. Yes, that's a good way to put it, Dojo. It was very outdoorsy. All right, guys, I'm refreshing it, just in case there's any last-minute additions here. Let's go with some Queso Pobre, everybody. Let's see who... there's some medium cheese there. We got some poverty slices there. Okay, are you guys ready? Here goes we. Spin! Oh. Is it going to be Blitz or is it going to be Ivan? Oh, Sir Blitz. Man, we've been riding that line. Look at that. Look at how close to the next one that was. That was pretty dang close. So, okay, this is Sir Blitz. And, which is what they used to call me when I was younger and I'd get baked. Okay, hang on for a second. Sir Blitz. Get it? Did you guys get it? Did you guys get it? Did you get it? Sorry. Stupid. Okay, Sir Blitz. Oh, we're going to do one more game, it looks like. This one is called Outrun. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo-boop-boo. Relatable? I like that. Relatable content. This one, oh, it's got a little jazzy thing going on. It's a game, but it looks like the genre is jazz, according to Sir Blitz. The name of the track is Passing Breeze. Yes, all day long, thank you. Oh, you're talking about the song. The name of the song is Outrun, and the message is, this group is a massively underrated brass ensemble on YouTube that's been active for years and don't get nearly the amount of views they deserve. The song in particular is from the Sega game Outrun, a classic arcade game you may or may not be familiar with. I hope you enjoy. We're about to find out, and I love those brass sections. You guys know that. I need to get back into some more Streetlight Manifesto. All right, guys, here we go. That's like the Testarossa, isn't it? It's got a little bit of the Love Bolt action going. Beautiful dynamics with the horns. blend is so glassy. It's beautiful. Ooh, nice fill. Love this congas. Where's that bongo? Just as all horns, bass, and percussion. Full stop. Ooh, I love this. That sounds great. Marimba. And it could be back there in the mix somewhere, and I'm just not picking it up. Oh, there he is. You know if you know. Is that a P bass? I love that. All these little playful positions in the mix, which each one of these brass players get to celebrate a little bit. I'm dancing with the drummer on the off beats of the toms. Of it, like I said, it has that quintessential late 70s or early 80s love boat type compositions that were really big in that era. Showing a little love there for the marimba player. I loved that. That was sick in the sense that everything that we've heard on the stream so far, there's been a lot of tracks actually that a lot of people have been enjoying and saving on their own, for their own playlists and stuff. For me, when I watch something like this, of course, visually, when they were showing back the game, the Testarossa and stuff, I fully played that way back there right after the Last Supper. And I used to remember that, and I used to go, "Oh, this is badass. This is Testarossa," and stuff like that. But the unique thing is that really fun arrangements like that with the horn sections, and where you're not doubled up, 2 trumpets, 2 trombones, or anything like that. Each one of them standing in their own position and stuff, or holding their own in the arrangements. The tonality of it, is. If you're a brass player, you know what I'm saying? And they were just absolutely, it sounded fantastic. Even that little 4-bar tuba solo, and especially getting down to that B fart minor, B flat, I think it was that very last note that he dove into, sounded fantastic. I thought it was super badass. And on top of it, the percussion, the whole thing was, and the percussion in the background, let's not, I could have swore there was kind of maybe, it could have been congas. I'm not really, I can detect the different tones between bongos and congas, but there were some things there that were like kind of right in the middle. But that was killer. I so dug that. Oh, that was a great track for me to take a quick break, guys. Hoorah! Fucking break. Oh, my God. Did I just curse? Bad baby. I'm grounded. Go to my room.